sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the New England Patriots. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Off the bootleg. King. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Check back 16. Check back 16. Mike 16. Mike 16. Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw. King. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. He gets this up to the 48-yard line. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Throwing, Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Jones. Complete. Smith has it. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Jones on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off play action. King. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's got this down to the 35.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. 7 yards, the pickup there. They'll look to throw again. And Graham's got it. Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw again. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll make it 2nd down. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. King. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. He's at the 50. 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. King. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. King. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd down and 8.
Coming to you, coming to you. Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. 4 down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. King. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking up that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Here's King throwing on 1st down. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Check 33. 33. Begin.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. And this one complete to Smith. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, King. Going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. King. Wide open receiver complete.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Gets by him at the 25, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To throw is King. To throw on third down. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action. Jones. This is Smith with a grab. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 20. 5. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action here on first down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Carrington, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Carrington. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Jones now, off the bootleg. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try again. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10.
Check. Cross. 70.
Off the bootleg. King. And he's got his big tight end here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 52 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59. Mark 59.
McCaffrey on the toss right, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Back to throw. King. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Pats are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Here's Jones on first down. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
You get blocked, you get blocked. Tighten
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down now, Carrington, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Carlson is good, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw on second down, King.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Trimble.
Now King on 1st and 10. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
King to throw on second down. That caught by Trimble. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. King now. Throwing on 1st down. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. King. Being chased out left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's King looking to throw on 2nd down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. King. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on 1st down. Carrington. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll keep it on the ground. Carrington. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Third down, Carrington, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Throwing to start the drive. King.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Here they come, second and 10 now from the 10. To throw again, King.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs.
To throw is King from the gun on third down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it.
And the Patriots come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for the Pats, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games.